Welcome to my daily live stream. I'm mayohosko. Thank you so much for watching. I'm building sets from my backlog from the Lego group who are worth billions and billions of dollars. I just finished eating leftover dinner before this stream started. And once again, thank you, Odelay, for letting his viewers know that I go live at this time of day. I really think that Odelay and I should form a tag team together on Friday nights. Also, there's Candy and Alexandria. Sorry about this. My screen's doing weird things. Tommy was here earlier. Horta was here earlier. Hopefully those two come back. So we're on to bag 15 of the Italian Riviera. Yesterday we built bag 14, and Zissou came onto the panel, which was nice. Let's see what happens today, shall we? So I'm home alone right now, but my sister is here. My father's coming home later, and I'm going to be doing a lot of cleaning today. I'm going to be doing a lot of cleaning today. Hey, Strickling. Hey, Johnny. No! The Sea Serpent sold out. It sold out in 10 hours, which really pissed me off. I went to the Lego store yesterday to see if they had any stock. They didn't either. So I walked away with a pick-a-brick box for my troubles. And I stocked up on something that I think is going to be handy. It's another one of those architectural pieces that I've been stocking up on. I'm going to save some of that juicy content for the 24-hour live stream, which is now 1 week. We are now 1 week away from the 24-hour live stream. And Odelay, please check your DMs. We'd love to have you on the 24-hour live stream, as well as others that I have DM'd me and have gotten to know. So others that I DM'd and got back to me. Some did confirm their interest, and others said they're not going to be available. So it'll be a true. I'm just going to say it'll be a true test of those who actually want to spend time with me, if they haven't already made plans about that stuff. So if you are new to the mayohosko channel, please smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. I know there's stuff going on with the bricks and minifigures scandal. I need to watch that content later today, and then I'll report upon whatever that news is on tomorrow's live stream. So what do we want to talk about today? Because, Johnny, you brought up something that I want to talk about. So they sold out of the Sea Serpent to GWP in Australia, and according to reports, according to my sources, the aeroplane GWP sold out in the US. So can any of my American friends confirm if that is sold out? Because I did order a friend's set that's a direct-to-consumer set to get the aeroplane GWP. I ordered the garden restaurant set that's direct-to-consumer in Australia. Horde is back. Might want to rewind 5 minutes if you want to get the full context of what we just said. And also, where's Tommy? Where did Tommy go? Yeah, so now I'm thinking, should I bring that aeroplane GWP with me to Brick Slopes and see if anyone has duplicates of the Sea Serpent GWP, and perhaps they missed out on the aeroplane GWP. Maybe they might want to trade GWPs with me. So Candy wanted that aeroplane. Who else wanted that aeroplane? I know some people missed out on the Leonardo da Vinci GWP, which was unfortunate. It seems like all these GWPs are selling out really fast. There were some GWPs in previous cycles where it sold out within 3 to 4 days. These GWPs sold out within 2 days. Unfortunately, I don't have the Bionicle GWP because I'm not a Bionicle fan, so I wasn't interested. And I know a lot of Bionicle fans weren't interested either because it was brick built, not with the CCBS. And for those who don't know, CCBS is an acronym for Creature Character Building System. They use that for Bionicle. They use that for well, there's some weird noises. I think it's a combination of wind and rain outside. They had the Hero Factory, and before Bionicle, they had Slizer, Throwbots, Robo Riders. I think Slizer was a European name for either Robo Riders or Throwbots. I forget. Someone in Europe will have to confirm that. Hey, Billing. Yeah. See, I'm jealous. So, Candy, I'm just going to ask: would you prefer to own the Sea Serpent or the aeroplane? Yeah, exactly. Because the Slizer / Throwbots were from the late 90s, and I want to say Robo Riders came out in 2000, but I can't remember the date. Someone will have to go to Brickset and confirm those dates for me. So they're sold out of both GWPs now. Yeah, those were really hot sellers, really, really fast-selling GWPs. We don't need to say the word moo anymore, Johnny, because honestly, that person has stopped giving a shit about the Lego community. We don't need to say that anymore. And from now on, I'm gonna ask my moderators, anyone who says the word moo in my chat, will get a warning, and the second time they say that, they're going in timeout. I'm gonna give my moderators that power. I don't like that word anymore. Which superhero sets use? Also, it's not the Bionicle system; it's the CCBS, Creature Character Building System. If you go watch old Bionicle reviews, you'll hear them saying that all the time. The context behind the M word is something that you can DM me about. We don't need to say that. We don't need to say that publicly. We don't need to talk about that matter publicly. Hello, the Ren Empire. Yeah, so if anyone wants the context behind that, they can DM me about that. We don't need to talk about that publicly. There's plenty of people in chat, so we are going to build actual Lego today. So let me bring this back, and let's get the instructions in place. And I did remember to bring out the sticker sheet today, because we got to apply a sticker that says July 9th. Yesterday was July 9th for you. 2 days ago was July 9th for me and Johnny. Oh, Jesus Christ. So on yesterday's live stream, there was a noisy vehicle outside my house, and I had to move back to the dining table because I didn't want to force you guys to listen to all that crap outside. So we're back on the dining table. And I'll be honest, while I've been cleaning more Lego in the garage, my table's gotten a little bit messy again. So I need to clean up my table again today. Okay, so we put that sticker on. Now let's open bag 15 to hear the sweet sound of ASMR. Okay, so first up is a minifigure. Well, that's your opinion, Johnny. Personally, I don't care if it's paper or plastic. I honestly really don't care. Some people have very strong opinions about it. I really don't. It doesn't matter to me. Odelay only hates paper bags because there's no see-through. Yeah, that's an argument. It is always the 9th of July in this set. Did anyone else say anything interesting? Johnny waited a year for the sea serpent and it's gone before breakfast. Exactly. They should have made more of them. They should have known that Castle fans have been starving. Castle fans like me. So now I'm at the point where I'm thinking, okay, I missed out on the Captain Rex helmet set. I want to try and piece that together with big modifications. Maybe I should try piece together either the GWP or the original version of the sea serpent. That might be a project. Because I was going to buy the pinball machine to get that. And they had the demo model at the Lego store, which was nice to play with. Hoarder got the Da Vinci GWP. You messaged me about the plane. I need to go back and check those messages. Candy wanted that airplane. I was robbed, Johnny. Let's go back here. Ren says, still waiting to get the actual paper bags in the set you built. Then you will give your thoughts. Yeah. Well, well, I'm not going to do that, to be honest, because I don't really feel like doing it. Billy says, really think some of the GWPs should be regular sets you can buy. Well, see, they used to do that when Toys R Us had the Bricktober sets. Once upon a time, you could spend $75 on Lego at Toys R Us to get the Bricktober sets, or you could just outright buy the Bricktober sets for $20. I wish Lego did that, because on their website, they give an RRP for the GWPs, but they don't sell the GWPs individually. Unlike what Toys R Us used to do with the Bricktober sets. See, I had a laundry list of sets, Alexandria, that I wanted to buy, which is why I am so glad Target had a whole bunch of stuff on sale, and I'm glad that Lego is coming out with lots of really cool GWPs, like the Leonardo da Vinci, like the Sea Serpent, which I missed out on. Yeah. So, well, I'm just going to throw this out there. Candy, do you want to go to Brick Slopes? Do you want to go to Brick Slopes? I'm not going to boycott Lego because, like missing out on the Sea Serpent isn't the biggest deal in the world for me. I'm just really frustrated about the whole ordeal. But there's a whole lot of other things I could be frustrated about. I do want to build a snowman. It's winter time. I need to add snow to the trees in my city for the July and the August city updates on my channel. I really hope so too, Hoarder. I think it would be really fantastic if they do. They re-released a whole bunch of other GWPs in the past. But I think some of those were re-released because they had a lot of them in their warehouse. Well, I was going to say, Candy, if you wanted to go to Brick Slopes, if you bought that Sea Serpent and I bought my aeroplane, we could trade GWPs. I will be looking for trade partners at Brick Slopes. No, but in corporate Australia, they like to do a lot of stuff for Christmas in July because that coincides with the end of financial year sales, which is how I bought a modular. And the first person, I'm just gonna say, the first person to watch. So when you go to watch my next city update for the month of July 2026, I will be saying in that video, the first person to tell me which modular is not in my city and they think that I bought to put in my city, I will pin you to the top of those comments. And if anyone can guess which modular I bought to put in my city beforehand, I'll give you a cookie. Okay, back to building. We got a good chat going on right here, right now. Thank you very much. You guys give me the energy I need to wake up in the morning. Okay, so we're still working on this. And I'll just say, actually, are there more in here? Yes, there are. I'll talk about that when we get around to building another one. Another one, as DJ Khaled said. Where are the pieces? If Lego releases, it's not the boat, it's the Sea Serpent, GWP, doesn't that lower its value to those who got it first? Well, the thing is, I don't give a shit about the resale value. I'm just going to be brutally honest. I don't give a shit about the resale value because I don't sell Lego. I build Lego. I am going on a crusade against whatnot scalpers because I've been talking with a whole bunch of people. And we agree that whatnot scalpers have inflated the market of a whole bunch of stuff. And it's to the point where nothing is selling and everything that's available is just sitting in someone's inventory at an artificially inflated price to the point where it's become a seller's market, not a buyer's market. And what's worse is whatnot sellers are buying stuff on Bricklink, taking stuff out of that marketplace just to dump it on whatnot. Where that's not real Lego collectors buying that shit. It's investors. It's other scalpers who are buying that. And something I'm going to be proclaiming now is until Whatnot allows Australians and other countries to sell on there, fuck you. Honestly, fuck you. Just wondering why, if that bothers anyone here. Don't care, was just curious. Yeah, so I'd like to thank you for boosting my energy. Thank you very much. Yeah, so yeah, so just a little bit of edumacation. It's that boat is the Sea Serpent, because like my dad owns a speedboat with a 90 horsepower engine, and my mum likes to go on cruise vacations. You wouldn't call an ocean liner a boat, and you wouldn't call a speedboat a ship, if you know what I'm saying. You watch on those live sales, people pay more than in the store a lot of times. Exactly. And oftentimes they overpay because it's a dopamine rush of a bidding war. And sometimes it's because they like the person who's selling whatever shit. Other times it is just idiots with the dopamine rush. But other times it's because they want to support their favorite creator who's just selling on there. Yeah, so anytime someone talks about that kind of stuff, I get turbocharged. I get triggered. Okay, what's this? That's a masonry. I don't know what that means, Johnny. It's an official fig costs more. If an official fig costs more than 20, just go buy a custom. Figs break too easy to spend too much money. Exactly, and I see people spending over 20, sometimes over $50 on a Lego minifigure. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Do you not have other life responsibilities to spend that money on? Are you just really pissing away all that money? Are you actually going to spend $3,000 on Mr. Gold? Are you actually going to do that? What the fuck are these people doing? Like, I get it if you're a millionaire or a billionaire, but most of these buyers and whatnot aren't. They're probably losers living in their mum's basement. For all I know, until someone says, actually, like, I detest whatnot as presently constructed. I detest them. And I'll admit, I have friends who sell on whatnot. So nothing against them. It's all against the culture of the platform. And fortunately, as far as I know, they don't scalp people. But there are scalpers on whatnot. And it's not just Lego, it's also Pokemon cards. That is even worse. That is even worse. Pokemon sellers. Holy shit. Okay, something goes here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I want to talk about this piece. So this is a dark orange 2-high 1x1 plate. And I bought a whole pab box full of these at the Lego store yesterday. Very happy to get bulk quantities of that piece. Hey, Dragon, you only use whatnot for factory leaks. I don't think I know what effect. Oh, you're talking about the figs that leaked out of the Mexico factory, because that was a whole nother scandal, which I'm not going to get into. Other people have well documented the factory leak scandal. And I know that Ficken Bricks talks about that a lot because he sells on Whatnot. And didn't he say he owned some of those? Hey, Nate. I feel, let me go to Instagram really quickly, Nate. Horda, it was the double high 1x1 plate in dark orange. Actually, it might have been medium nougat. Those colors are really similar. Yeah. So Nate did express interest in joining us on the 24-hour live stream. So I'll just ask Nate, what sets do you have in your backlog? Or what mock projects are you thinking about working on? Because I know that you're always doing mock projects. Yeah. Yeah, so the reason why I came away with a pad box for those is because they didn't have the Sea Serpent GWP. So I was like, okay, everywhere is sold out of that now. It was really popular around the world. And now I'm forever going to compare the Sea Serpent to GWP to the Ulysses Space Shuttle GWP from a few years ago. So how many sets do you think you have in your backlog, Big Nate? Because after the sets I've ordered, I've probably now got 24 sets in my backlog. I will be building the Tintin set on my 24-hour live stream, which is now in 1 week. Everyone get excited about that. We got some really awesome people lined up to come on, and some people that told me they're too busy, and I'm not going to give a fuck about them anymore. And some people that are too busy, but I understand, because they're good to me, and I try to be good to them. You got that for $6. Holy shit. That's a bargain, because I saw people selling that for over $50 Billy. That's a bargain. That's a bargain. Okay, we've got to build 2 more of these. Okay, thank you for lurking while mopping. You needed it for your B-wing, where the cockpit attaches at the spin. Oh, attaches and spins. Okay, so yeah, how is the progress on your B-wing right now? Tintin is the only set that has the 8x8 round plates in red. Interesting. Well, hopefully more sets come with that in the future. Was any so Big Nate has got 30 sets in his backlog, 50 piles of parts mocks. Yeah. Spoken like a mock builder. I probably now have I probably have a dozen pick-a-brick boxes full of parts that I haven't used yet. Some of which I have put into my parts drawers, but others I'm like, my parts drawers are full. My parts drawers are full. What were those 6 sets? Were they on sale or something? Because I bought a lot of good stuff on sale, which I'll talk about on the 24-hour live stream, because some sets that I'll be building on the 24-hour live stream are in those boxes, and there's probably sets of similar sizes in those packages that I'll probably let the viewers decide what they want to see me build, because I will for sure be building the Tintin Rocket and the 3-in-1 Horse Knight's Castle. Those are definitive, but there might be enough time to build more of that stuff. You're reworking the turret on the end of a long wing. Didn't realize it was manned. You're also still working on gearing the landing gear. Okay. Yes, I do remember you, Josiah Hernandez. Welcome back. Was there anything else? Did I miss out on? Horder says you got the medium nougat as well. Not sure the dark orange. Yeah. I don't know how many colors that piece comes in. I haven't seen the Donkey Kong set leak. Is that a replica of the Donkey Kong game? I'm gonna assume that's what it is, because I did watch videos of people talking about that. Alexandra says, went on a site selling their own minifigures because you wanted Rambo. They were charging $50. Exactly. A lot of them charge ridiculous amounts of money. I know some people who have pad printed sig figs that they sell for $30. And yeah, I'm not paying that just because someone chooses to have a custom pad print for their sig fig. No way, Jose. Horder says, always looked for Whatnot, just bidding up potential friends. Figs on Bricklink and eBay are often cheaper than on Whatnot. Exactly. The prices are more expensive on Whatnot. If an official fig costs... Oh, yeah, I already read that. Okay, we're back down here. Okay, and Josiah, let's not use a punctuation like that, please. We don't need that kind of spam in the comments. The font is fine, but that punctuation isn't. Okay, so it's like the Pac-Man set. Nice. Well, people who bought the Pac-Man set would probably want to buy the Donkey Kong set then. See, I got used to that. I am more willing to pay a higher price for a CMF if I can scan the box to see what it is. You got that Lego van. Yeah, Alexandria was talking about that a while ago. Don't know how long it can stay. So how immediately do you want to build that then? Because the immediacy of me wanting to build a Lego set is whenever I have time to do a live stream. Josiah, I can't read some of those words in that font. Is that a cursive font? Yeah. Alexandria finished building that Lego van. How was the build experience on that? Where does this go? This goes in between here. So they have two open windows and a closed window in between there. It was very easy. You like the prints. Yeah, I like how in those sets, well, in those Lego delivery vehicles, they print that stuff because they came up with a standardized logo for that stuff. Okay, you said you're trying to make a lizard, but for some reason it just does that. I don't think I understand that. What? what kind of lizard are you trying to make? Is it a Lego lizard? Or is it not made of Lego? And this goes at the top of the stairs. There we go. And there's a gutter or a drain pipe on the side of this building. I don't know what that means. It's all over the place depending on sorting Lego and other projects. You haven't built anything new in a while. Have you just not had the time to build much? Big Nate picked up the 3-in-1 pilot ship, the Optimus Prime brickheads, a city cement mixer, and a pab wall box. Oh, you got both of the GWPs. Nice. Yeah, sometimes I don't feel like building Lego either, which is why I do a stream in the Lego sitting. You got Luigi for the GWP. Which of the GWPs? I really hope that Lego re-releases or makes a second run of that Sea Serpent at a later date. I really hope so, because they would have all the data to prove how popular that GWP was. I like the aeroplane, although I bought it as a consolation prize, because it's kind of like those promotional aeroplanes that Lego partnered with actual airline companies around the time of 9/11 for. Could used to buy those planes at airports. Maybe Lego partnered with airline companies with that promo because people were scared away from flight travel after 9/11 or something. Because I find it rather particular that Lego did that around the time of 9/11. You got that train station half off. Nice. I got one of the Star Wars sets at 45% off, which was the deepest clearance in a while. And now I'm after someone who has the smart brick and the smart charger. I'm considering waiting for one of the Star Wars sets that does have that, or one of the Pokemon sets that has that. Both the smart brick and the smart charger to go with that smart play set I bought. I guess we both don't know Ed Josiah. Did I see the New York Lego store has exclusive merch? Yeah, there's a bunch of places around the world that has exclusivity. Like, you know, Dragon, that cheap ass bricks always talks about the exclusives at the different Lego lands around the world. Um, yeah, you're right. You're right, Nate. Because just about all of the Smart Play and Smart Brick sets are on sale anywhere you search at different rates of discounts. So I'm just going to wait, or maybe someone wants to sell me the Smart Brick and the Smart Charger. And if anyone's been watching my previous live streams, you might know what I bought. But I'll unbox that on the 24-hour live stream. Well, if I'm the first, sorry. If I'm the first, then I guess congratulations to me, I guess. See, I'll say hello to anyone in the chat unless they're a spammer or a scammer or a troll, because I like interacting with people in the comments. The next two sets on Billy's list is the French fries van and the turquoise tractor. See, I never got into collecting the food vans. I never got into that because I would just prefer to make mocks of that, and I already have a donut seller in my city, which is why I didn't buy that. I already made a mock of a corner shop that sells French fries, which is why I didn't buy that. I've already got a corner shop mock that sells burgers, which is why I didn't buy that. Like, I've already made mocks of some of the sets that Lego's actually made. Alexandria just built the French fries van. Nice. And something that I did is I converted some of those food vans from other themes as well into kiosks, because I prefer food kiosks over food vans in my city. Yeah, I don't speak Spanish. I think someone in my chat speaks Spanish. Was that the end? Okay, there must be some other foliage somewhere. Oh yeah, stuff on the drain pipe. I didn't say that. Hey Dina, glad to see you before you go to bed. So don't forget to leave a like on the stream before you go to bed. And everyone and everyone else, please like the stream as well. How do these go on? Okay, I guess one is in that center section and the other is above. And there's some panels. Yeah, it looks like we got a few people in the chat who can speak Spanish. Because Americans can speak Spanish like how Canadians can speak French, like how Australians can speak Greek and Italian. Oh, yeah, I forgot to do that. Where was it? Oh, yeah, it was inside here. Let me take this apart. Mm. What is my favorite food? Oh, that's a good question. Probably these days is potato chips. My favorite drink by far is Mountain Dew. You know? Well, Alexandria, you know the crab in this set, and you know the gelato shop in this set. Exactly. Spanish is the second language of the US because of all the Spanish immigrants and the Spanish colony. Um, because a lot of the countries in Central America used to be a part of the Spanish Empire. And that's what a lot of the Lego pirate sets are based upon. Like the architecture of the yellow and the white in the pirate sets. Though that's Spanish colonial architecture in the Caribbean islands. And also, now that Australia is out of the World Cup, what a match between England and Mexico! That was so entertaining, and my and whenever Australia get eliminated from the World Cup, I care about whatever England does. I always like to see them do well at the World Cup and the UEFA Euro tournament. Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane are dynamos right now, and Erling Haaland for Norway going up against them. That's going to be interesting to see which of those countries has the better strikers in that game. I forget who Norway's second striker is. Yeah, I'm now that Australia's out, I'm rooting for England for the rest of the tournament. Everyone was disappointed when Mexico got eliminated. Exactly, because of all the Mexicans and the Mexican Americans. And Mexicans like association football, which for those who don't know, the term soccer comes from the SOC in association football. And soccer is used in the US and Australia because the US has American football. We have Australian rules football. And some people in South Africa and New Zealand might be tempted to call it soccer because they call rugby league and rugby union football instead. Building and chatting podcast saying Mayo's a human world clock. Well, yeah, exactly, Johnny. Because I studied time zones. Because I watched so many different people across the world, I needed to remember what time it is for my friends across the world. Is that one of those flags? Actually, no, I can't tell what those flags are. But yes, some referees in the World Cup did show their bias. I'll admit that. some questionable foul calls and some ticky-tacky penalty calls. Whenever the sets that have Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo go on sale, I want to buy them. I don't care about the set with Kylian Mbappe. I don't care about the set with Vinicius Jr. I care about the two most important players of the previous generation. You know, the two players that collectively won 9 Player of the Worlds in a row. You know, the player who once upon a time played for my team, Manchester United, and the other player who once upon a time played for my team, FC Barcelona. And two of them made the El Clasico rivalry the best rivalry in the world. Once Manchester United were no longer managed by Sir Alex Ferguson, made El Clasico the best association football rivalry in the world. And I think I'm done with bag 15. I don't know why that turns the build around in the instructions. But anyway, I'm at bag 15. No, so I'm at bag 16 for tomorrow. I don't have a brick separator with me right now, so I'm just going to use a piece of the bag as a bookmark. And let's flip this around so you can see the front of the set for the last 7.5 minutes. This has been a fantastic stream today, guys. We had a lot of things to talk about. Way more things to talk about than previous days this week. Yeah. So who's on tonight? Who's on for the rest of the day? Yeah, there's still here. Am I still here? My computer lost power again, so I put this on charge. Gonna have to have camera off for the rest of the stream. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, my Mac lost battery again. Okay, who's next? Yeah, so there's full of brick. There's the hidden bricks. Building and chatting is still going. Building and chatting is still going. Is there anyone else? Moments of the Magic is doing stuff, and I think D&M Bricks is live. Yeah,
There's a whole bunch of people live right now. But of course, mine is the best because I make sure to interact with the chat and put on an entertaining product at the same time. Some people don't. You gotta respect your chat to keep them coming back. Yeah, Friday night is always full of live streams. There's definitely no shortage of live streams on Friday night. So I'm just going to tell you about all of those people because it's not because I can't play favoritism or anything with a raid. Yeah. So if there's anything, so what do we want to talk about for the next or for the remaining 3.5 minutes? Anything last minute? Yes, thank you for the compliment, Strickling. A lot of people are looking forward to my 24-hour live stream, Johnny. People who have told me that they're going to be watching, and also people who have expressed interest in joining me on the panel because it is that long overdue 1,000 subscriber celebration that I told people I would be doing, and now that people placed their orders to get their sets and their GWPs, they can come and do that with me. What's going on tomorrow is I will be doing a live. I will be doing a live stream, talking about the news I'm going to watch later about the bricks and minifigures scandal, and I'm going to be building bag 16 of the Italian Riviera, and then I'm going to go join Brick Hive's Hive stream again. I'm so glad he's doing his Hive streams again. I think that's to fill the void of Good Morning Brick World now that he gave that live stream series to Lego Longoria. And I need to see that juicing information after my live stream today. I want candy. Who's Mesa? Who's that? It is wild. Yes, I am. Yeah, lots of people are glad that the Hive streams are back, and now, well, for as long as he's going to be doing them, I'm always going to raid to him after my Saturday night streams, because I go live at 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturday night. He goes live at 10 p.m. Eastern on Saturday night. Yeah. So everyone who ends up watching my Saturday night streams can go raid to Brick Hive afterwards. Because I told Brick Hive that as long as he does live streams as long as he does Hive streams at that time of the day, on that day of the week, I will be a permanent guest. And he has a nice rotation of different people that come on his panel, just like the good old days. And I still need to hear all of that information, so no spoilers, unless I watch live streams where other people talking about that. Because as long as the BAM scandal continues, whoa shit, sorry about that. Yeah, as long as that scandal continues, there's always stuff to talk about, and I need to watch the A-Full podcast as well while I'm cleaning up stuff. So thank you. So thank you very much for watching this live stream. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. There's a whole bunch of live streams that you can go watch now. I'm going to go watch some of them while doing stuff for the rest of my day. So I'll see you on my live stream tomorrow at the same time, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.